don't have fear in you of none of the creation. Your fear is only of him who created you. And this is why in the desert in Egypt you see the picture of the Sphinx, which is the head of a black man on the body of a lion. Right. Which is you, me, us. Yeah. We are not naturally afraid of anything. Right. But God. And what white folk did was kill off our parents like they separate the cub from the parent lion, then beat fear into the cub so that the cub responds to a chair or a lash of the whip or a prod. And fear was put into something that nature didn't put fear in. This is why in our lessons it says, why does he fear now that he's a big man? See, the devil put fear into him when he was a little baby. He had to put fear in him because there was no fear in him. You are not no naturally afraid person, brother. Right. Not you. Fear was bred into the black man by the way they trained us, brother. The messenger said, we nursed the milk of fear from our mother's breasts. They would make our mothers afraid. And fear produces a chemical reaction in the body. So when we would suck the milk from our mother's breast, we were actually sucking the chemistry of fear. Then the enemy would beat some to make examples of them in the presence of others to put fear into us so that now we grew up afraid of white people. Not afraid of one another, but afraid of white people. One white man could come on the corner with his nightstick and say, all right, clear it, clear it. As that old Tarzan thing, you know. Put one white man in the jungle with all of us, and he beat the hell out of all of us, him and James. Brothers, look. Your greatest enemy is not white people. Your greatest enemy is your ignorance and your fear of them. So God has to remove fear from us in order for us to rise to the challenge of what God wants to put on our shoulders. So you're walking 60 feet per minute because you're scared, man. You afraid to say, oh, I ain't gonna say that. White man ain't gonna like that. I ain't gonna do that. Oh no. They ain't gonna get me. You won't even stand up for your rights. When you know you're right on your job, you pray, I need my job. Oh no, I ain't gonna say that. No, I ain't joining no protest. Hell no, I ain't in that. You just afraid. Sisters, you lying too. I didn't say you lying. I said you are. You are a lioness. And that female lion is something. Sometimes she's more deadly than the male. And if you notice in the struggle of black liberation, it's been the female that has been pulling us to stand up. Come on. She started roaring. And the brother said, shut up. shut up, you get us in trouble. But that woman would jump out there on the police. And we said, baby, be quiet. You'll get us all killed. Shut up. And finally, she becomes so bold, she forced us to fight. And then we find out we don't do too bad. You're a lion walking 60 feet per minute. But now with modern equipment, it took him 4 centuries to find the door. He found the door. Oh boy, there's a door. There's a doorway out. Now with modern equipment, I got the way out. My pace has picked up from 60 feet a minute to 3,000 feet per minute. I'm moving now. And I got 3,000 by 2,000 miles to go yet. How long will it take me to cover the above distance at the above walking rate? Jesus said, I am the door. He who enters in by me will be saved. Jesus is the man to wake up the lion. There's a lion asleep in Judah. Who's going to wake him? It take a lion to awaken a lion. Jesus came to cast out Satan. You read there in the book where Jesus is casting 7 devils out of this woman who was possessed of devils. And as the devils were coming out of the woman, they were talking to Jesus. Why are you persecuting us before time? They knew they had to come out, but they thought Jesus was early. Jesus said, no, baby, you coming up out of there, I'm on time. He didn't say it like that, of course, But you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I said earlier when I first started, a prophet cannot deal with the God of this world.
That's right.
The historic Jesus was a prophet. The prophetic Jesus that is to come at the end of the world is not a prophet. He's the master of prophets, and God is working in him and through him to defeat the powers of this world. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So Jesus in the Bible and Muhammad in the Quran are one and the same person.
Yes.
They come to defeat Satan.
Yes.
To overturn his world.
Yes. Right.
And lay the foundation of a new world order. Jesus is the one to wake up the lion. The lion is a king, he just sleeps. He hears the voice. See Lazarus in a cave. Jesus said, oh no, he's not dead. He just sleeps. Take me where he is. And all he did was call him. And he heard the right call, the right voice. He came forth right up out of that cave. His hands tied, his feet tied, a napkin on his eyes. And Jesus commanded Satan, loose him. Let him go. That's you, man. You're bound, hand and foot. A napkin over your eye. You're a natural lion. But you got so much fear in you, you're walking too slow. Now the door has presented itself. The door is in your midst.
Yeah.
The doorway out of being a Negro.
Yeah.
The doorway out of being a colored boy.
Yeah.
The doorway out of non-production.
Yeah.
The doorway out of fear and niggardliness and cowardice.
Yeah.
The doorway out of this back to yourself is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. It took us 400 100 years to find the door. What is the modern equipment